Hey guys, Vigoman here and welcome back to Crasburg. Once again, how are all of you guys doing? I do hope every one of you are feeling amazing. Today we are doing something really special. We're starting a new part of Crasburg and I just love expanding this town and just see how the whole project just evolves together with you guys. And today, as you probably can see, we're moving to the shores of Crasburg and building the dock, the port and the marina of mainly for the trading part of Crasburg. There are going to be two main ports, and this is the one on the east side, and it's going to be mainly focused around trading and trading ships coming in. We're going to have a massive lighthouse, which you can see I'm building right now, which has a really cool vibe to it. It's kind of a unique little build, and I tried to do something that would stand out and that, well, say, in the real world of Amirea, or the fictional world of Amirea, they would understand which port they were entering when they just saw this lighthouse, because the unique style of it. And that's like what I really want to do with this. We're going to check it out later in detail if you want to see how it's built and stuff like that. And then it's just fun working with boats and stuff. It's something that I don't really do that often, and I haven't been doing much at all really, so it's fun just trying to mess around. And especially in Conquest Reforged, you can make some pretty good looking boat at a smaller scale than you can in vanilla Minecraft, so that is always fun. Here you can see we're starting to build boats. For today's episode, we're not doing all of the boats, we're just starting off setting a template and then building. I think we have about 5 boats now in the port, so we're gonna do the rest of them in later episodes, because I'm going to divide the area of the port into at least 3 episodes, maybe 4. We will have to see how much I can get done in each individual episode, because it's a pretty big part of the town, especially in an aerial view from up above, even though it's not that many houses. So I don't know, it's really hard to really to imagine how long it will really take me, but it's at least 3 episodes, and hopefully we can finish it by 3 episodes so we can move on to something else. But man, I just love working with this boat. Look at all the cool details you can do with ropes, and then of course all the trapdoors and the trapdoor variants of the blocks and stuff like that. It really just makes the whole like the idea of building boats so much more interesting, because you can do so many more smaller shapes instead of the full blocks that you do in normal Minecraft. So if you're into building boats and medieval ships and stuff like that, definitely try Conquest Reforged if you haven't. Now we're building a crane and then some warehouses. There's going to be several warehouses in here, because you need that for trading. People coming in with goods from all over Amirea, maybe some even come from Soria, which is a land in the west where these people of Crasburg originated from. They traveled across the sea for many days, weeks, I don't know, and settled here in Crasburg and kind of conquered Amirea slowly. So maybe some people are actually traveling from Soria, from the west, to give these people trades and goods from their homeland. Even though it's centuries ago since this happened, they still might be relying some on goods from the west as well. Here we have a big building which is going to be the main inn for sailors and traders coming into the town and just want to sleep on shore for a night and not sleep in their boats. So it's going to be a little cozy inn here for them. And then we're doing more smaller warehouses and stuff like that. I also want to have a few boats in here. I really want to see if we can do this boat factory or boat builder in here. I don't really know where, but somewhere along the port here I really want to do that. And here we can see we have some boats that are being lifted up for maybe repairing services, or just because it's not in use right now. And then we're building a small market just to indicate the heavy trading that is happening here in the port. So a lot of small tents and carts bringing goods and stuff. People would sell stuff from Crasburg, so traders could take with them back home, and traders would come to Crasburg to sell stuff they brought with them. So it's kind of a market for all of them, and we're gonna expand the market as we go and kind of build the market as a thread going through this whole port, just to really make it feel busy and alive, I guess. So let me finish this off, guys. We'll take you for a small tour in first person so that we can see everything in detail. Welcome to the port of Crasburg, guys. I'm looking forward to showing you this, because personally I just love these kind of builds, and I really hope that you guys do as well. If so, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below, guys, and don't forget to subscribe. Now that plug is out of the way, let's take a look at this. I've set time to sunrise so that we get like a little bit of atmosphere in here as well. I usually don't do this, but I think it works really well right here. And the view is beautiful. I've added smaller details which you didn't see in the time-lapse as well, like this little boat right here, which is just nice. Some lobster crates here, and then we have, yeah, small carts with fish, drying fish, all of that. And then I think we're going to start off over here looking at the lighthouse, which I love the design of this. It kind of matches the temple and the monastery over here, so it kind of has the same vibe, but yeah, stands out a little bit. So let's go up here. Let's walk up here first. Down here we have storage for firewood and coal and things you would use. Of course, there's a lot of moss and stuff from the humid environment from here, but yeah, you would need that to keep the light or the fire going. We can walk up the staircase. I just like this idea here of having this staircase like extended from the build. Just adds a little bit of character and interest. Okay, yeah, clearly I forgot this room. And never mind, guys. Let's move up. I keep forgetting smaller rooms like this. Why am I doing this to myself? I'm sorry, guys. Up here we have like a kitchen. So in what I'm imagining is that there are two people that are not living here, but they're on schedule, kind of staying here and making sure that the fire is on, and also patrolling the entrance here. You would have people here that could potentially stop boats and fire at them if you were afraid that people you didn't want were coming towards you. So you have that here. You can stand here and then kind of patrol and control the opening here. And then a small kitchen just to prepare some simple food in case you are hungry on duty here. There's a bed here. You can take some simple small naps in your duty, and maybe if there's two people here, one of them can sleep and the other one cannot, or stay awake. Then we have some telescopes that you can watch out for ships coming by, so you can simply help them get safely to shore and control them in, and like that. And then we can go all the way up here where we have the actual fire, which is supported with this iron construction here. And then the smoke is flowing up here, and I think we can get out here. Oopsie daisy. And then the smoke is kind of just tunneling through the roof here. I love this small design here. Just adds a little bit of uniqueness to the roof here. And then the smoke just simply flows out like that. So yeah, a little bit of detail up here. I like this. So yeah, you can pause the video if you want to see what I did here with the framing and stuff. Love working with the tutor, trying to come up with something that looks very detailed and also realistic in a way. And then we have a little crane right here for lifting up the coal from down here, which is, yeah, necessary, I guess. Yeah, that's a little, I guess we could call it a hoarding, but it's not really a hoarding, it's just an extension, but it kind of acts as a hoarding, so I don't know. It's up to you what you want to call it. Let's go down here again. Actually, there are a few more boats that I was really remembering. We have a small fishing boat here that has just been out for probably like personal use, like that, with a little bit of fish here. Small diagonal boat. That's a simple diagonal design if you really want to do one. Not too hard. And then we have some ropes and just small stuff to indicate that it's a busy port. We can go over this first little, I don't know what to call this. What is this? Let me know, guys. I don't know what this is called actually. Let me know, guys. This is another fissure, which might be like a bigger fissure, I guess, which has been far out on the sea, maybe fished somewhere very, very far away. And it's bringing that in. You can see some of the fishing nets and then crates of fish, like that. And yeah, he would have sleep here. That's something I need to add. Totally forgot about that. But yeah, we can give him like a bed and stuff like that here. And then up here, he can steer the boat, and then maybe have a boat or table here to eat some food or look at the map and stuff like that. So he gets pretty much everything he needs in here. Then let's jump over here and into the second boat. This one is transporting new goods for to sell here in Crasburg, or maybe it's transporting it out. I don't really know. But we have like stuff here and the same goes for up here. But this one is a little bit bigger, so we have a big table, and then like a rudder here to steer, and then some nice sails. It's really hard doing these sails look realistic in a way, so I like to just kind of make them look a little messy like this, and it kind of works. Like the captain or the sailors have been just quickly tying them up like that. So then yeah, we have some fishing nets drying up here, and then we can go down to a smaller boat. This is one of the smallest boat we have, but it's still not like as small as the rowing boat we saw, but it's big enough to catch some fish, and we have a small sail on it right here. Yeah, nice and simple, I guess. So then we have the crane here, which would lift up the most heavy parts, most heavy crates. Right now there's no boat in here, but what I want to do is to possibly build like a boat out in the ocean, like around here, that is coming in a way. So maybe build it on diagonal, and it's coming in with some big crates that this crane has to pull up. And then we have another small boat, and then yeah, another one which I'm going to build here, and there's going to be the same over there. There might be a lot of like this scaffolding and temporary blocks around here, because I'm planning a lot ahead so that I have something to work on at all times. Then we have some small warehouses here. This one is one of the bigger ones. Here we have a boat laying on the ground, or upside down, to be worked on, and then like ropes and carts, barrels, all of that. We can also go upstairs where we have more barrels and just stuff happening, I guess, like a proper warehouse. Trying to make it look messy and like an active little thing where stuff is happening. And then we have this opening here which you could lift up the goods with a small crane here if you need to put it upstairs. We have some palms and stuff like that, just to give it some life and atmosphere here. We also have these smaller warehouses here with just a lot of crates, and then we also have this boat here and some lot of crab traps. I don't know what to call these really. Fishing nets, I don't know. But yeah, a small boat here, and then yeah, more stuff over here. But let's take a look at the inn. We can go in here. Actually, let's go in the main entrance, which is in the front here, which has this big gate. But since it's Minecraft, you can't open the whole gate, but if you open it like that, it works. Where we have a bar area, you could get some drinks and food and stuff. These also have a small kitchen to prepare the food in the back here. Really nice. And then we have some fresh fish hanging out in the back. You could bring in and create some fish. I assume that most of the dishes and the cook in here would be based on fish. So yeah, that's kind of a little detail there. We have tables, all of that around here. We have big fireplace to heat this area up, because out on the sea it can be pretty cold, so it might be good coming in here and get some warmth again. Right here I kind of imagine that maybe the ceiling is a little broken and they're fixing it in a way, so this is like mortar they would put up there, or plaster to fix or patch up the roof here, and then some scaffolding to hold it in place. There's also a small exit back here if you want to. So that is that. Yeah, there's actually this small door here, which then leads back to the warehouses here. Here is just a little pantry for the inn, and you can also go downstairs. This is really dark, so let me get some light in my hand. There we go. And this is like a buttery or a wine cellar where we have barrels and stuff to keep them cool. And this is just at sea level, so this might be flooded if the sea level rises somehow during a lot of rain and storms and stuff. That is why there's a lot of moss and stuff on the ground here, because it might be covered slightly in water. Then we can go around here and go upstairs and take a look at the rooms and stuff in here. So there's a lot of rooms in here, small rooms like this for the sailors and captains to sleep in, travelers like that. Very simple stuff. I don't think I'm going to show everyone up, but smaller rooms getting the job done. And there's a few bigger ones like this one here, which yeah, it's a little bit more premium for those who want to pay that amount. And yeah, this one here is also quite big. We can go outstairs as well. We have a small balcony here to to eat some food and drink and stuff with a view over the market here. And then the tax office, which will be the red building here. And there's going to be some buildings on the hills here. It's going to be more or less densely populated or built in this area here. So that is something I look forward to. Up here is like the suites. So this is where the biggest rooms are. So there's 3 of them. Like that. And then here we have some beds in here and stuff like that. So quite big. We have a small sitting area back or out here as well for them. And it's looking pretty nice. So let's go out here again, and then we'll take a look at the rest of this, which is the market. So we have like small booths. This is selling textiles, probably like exotic textiles from the desert or something like that, maybe from Haven Bay, who knows. Haven Bay is a busy trading town which is ruled by the Westers, so that might make sense. Then we have fishing markets, barrels, yeah, exotic wines from maybe from Fort Rocco, stuff like that. They produce some nice wine, so maybe that's where some of this wine come from. We have herbs, we have cabbage, and then other stuff that they will be transporting in and out of here. We have some trees and plants, just to make this area really lush. And then we have this beautiful bridge here. You might think it looks asymmetrical, and that is because there's an elevation here. That part over there is taller than this one, or higher above sea level. So the bridge actually has to match that elevation here. But it works, and it's nicely layered here, so it gets this smooth surface. And then a nice little curve with some moss and stuff growing underneath here. Also there's some layering on the sand here to make that an extra little detail, and I think it turned out pretty cool from here. I love this view from below here. So I think that is about it for today's episode. Of course we have all this land around here, but that is going to be worked on as we go. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do hope that you enjoyed. If so, make sure to smack that like button, and if you haven't done it already, make sure to subscribe. It's been Vigoman, and I'm out.